Hey everyone, hopefully you're having a good day. My name's Andy, my channel's Finding Value. Today we're going to do our daily technical analysis update of uranium. Uranium did pretty well today. Let's see what the charts tell us. Let's see if it finished strong. Again, I always say this, it doesn't matter how you open. It matters how you finish. And we want to be finishing strong into that close. We want big white candlesticks coming up and finishing strong. So let's dive in here. I'll give you my financial opinion. Please don't use it as advice. And let's take a look at these charts, see what we got. So here is uranium, the physical uranium. We've been chopping sideways. I think it was actually up whenever this updates on TradingView. It was up a little bit. This is on a longer term picture. But everything looks fine. We're coming up, in higher lows, all stepping up through here. So everything looks good. Here's URNM on a weekly candlestick basis. Today we put in a new week. What we need to do here, remember, it's how you finish, not how you start. We started the week strong. That's what this last candlestick is right here on the weekly basis. Our lows are stepping up into the line. We need to finish this week strong. We want to finish above this resistance line for the week. We just started the week. We started strong, so let's finish strong. On a daily candlestick basis, we look fantastic. We broke to the upside. We finished pretty strong, good volume. Everything's looking good. Let's hope that we can continue the momentum to the upside. Now here's CCJ. We've got this almost ascending triangle pattern here. I don't want to see this break to the downside. Well, we can. We can break it to the downside and we could get cheaper shares and buy more. So we're right at kind of that inflection point. We're trying to break this upper trend line. We need to break to the upside and close up there. We can't have some soft pansy close here, right? Because we could break to the downside and have a sizable pullback. It's in the cards. It's in the cards. But we have to see what this week brings us. Next Gen Energy is kind of putting in that same pattern. We're coming up into an ascending wedge type pattern. These usually break to the downside. But we've got other stocks that aren't necessarily putting in ascending wedges. They look a little bit different. So the sector overall, if you look at this isn't an ascending wedge. It's more of a flat that we're breaking already. So these ascending wedges may break to the upside. Here's fission uranium. Again, we've got the pattern here trying to break to the upside. Any point here when we've got a nice bullish engulfing candlestick here, which means we've got that push to get up and through here, through this resistance area. Sky Harbor's got the same thing. It's got the same pattern. I just didn't draw it in. It's trying to break through it. Canalaska, similar pattern. We're all trying to break through this resistance area up there. Standard uranium, we've got some stickiness, some sellers up here. That's why we have this bearish piercing, which could potentially resolve a little bit lower. We'll see what the buyers do tomorrow. Baseload's putting in a cup and handle pattern. It's looking fantastic. Hopefully we can break where it's at, close above it. If we can close in the 110, 115 range, we're looking pretty good. It could be a big old break out of this cup and handle. The projected move is from 35, a little bit below 35 cents to $1 on top of this. So it'd be a big move up. ISO Energy, looking fantastic. Nice big bullish engulfing pattern of the couple sticks before it. This usually resolves itself to the upside. Looks fantastic. Pierpoint Uranium, looks like that one forgot to be bid up today. We're right at resistance at 12 cents. We've got a lot of selling pressure at 12 cents. You get above it, it sells right back off. You get above it, it sells right back off. 12 cents, you got to close above 12 cents and get out of here. UEX, the death is 42 cents and above. You get above 42 cents, it sells right back off. 42 cents, sells back off. And that's where we're at, 42 cents. Let's see where this brings us. We got higher lows, stepping right into resistance here. We got to break higher. Azincourt, being the man that it can be, or women, or whatever, breaking to the upside, looking good. Looking good. It finished strong. Good volume for what it is. Looks great. Denison Mines, my boy Denison, killing it, finishing strong, breaking the line, the resistance line to the upside. Denison's starting to look like a leader. Lead us forward, Denison. Keep going. Another leader, breaking to the upside, looking very strong. And then we also have on a weekly candlestick basis to make it look a little bit different here. We came a little bit further back into time. And breaking through this line, looking absolutely excellent. UEC doing the same thing on a weekly basis. It's just clear as day when you look at the weekly how this is breaking to the upside. Looks fantastic. URG, another one that's breaking to the upside. Here's our candlestick line, our trend line. Came up, retested, and now taken off. Looks good. And here's UROI. I didn't really have anything to draw in here, but it looks okay. Sometimes it likes to sell off. You get a big selling day like this, and you get two small up days inside of it. Usually that resolves itself downward, but looking at all of these other charts, they all look strong, so I wouldn't be betting on that. I think we could potentially still head higher if the entire sector keeps the money flows coming in. Encore Energy, again, we're trying to break out of this area. We've got another pattern coming in here. We're right at that kind of trend line coming through. Let's see if we can break and close above this 170 area. Bannerman looking good, 5.25%. We're kind of just stair-stepping higher here. Good volume. Deep yellow, I threw the candles, the lines in here. We're trying to break to the upside. It's trying. It's a big old pennant formation. Forces Metals broke its pennant formation to the upside. Now it's just waiting for it to appreciate. May the forces be with you. Looks good. Goviax, another one that's trying to break through this 40-cent range. Every time we get above it, we sell off. And the sell-offs keep getting less and less as we come. So I suspect soon, probably this week, to break to the upside. And it could be a big break. It could be a good chunk day. Maybe a 10% or 15% day. Global Atomic looks like it's testing the waters above its resistance line and closing pretty strong on good volume. It's forcing its way through these sellers. So that one looks good. Hopefully the momentum can continue. Cure. It hasn't found a cure to this selling pressure up here, but hopefully it finds one soon and we can move on up. It's trying to break through it. Just a lot of sellers all through here. You can see it in the candlesticks. Bearish engulfing, bearish engulfing, bearish engulfing piercing. Kazatomprom, it's working its way up, looking good. A little bit of selling pressure with that black candlestick. Usually it resolves itself with a down day tomorrow, probably. Laramide, putting in a little bullish engulfing. I like it. Not too big, but not too small. Big volume. Look at the selling pressure yesterday, or the last trading day, nothing. Let's hope the momentum can continue this higher. Go Laramide. Man, this one's been moving quite decent here, Fission 3.0. That one looks good. Broke a big downtrend back here. It's ready to continue higher. Here's Anfield. I know I've gotten a lot of requests for Anfield. So zoomed in, it looks like we've got higher lows coming up. It looks good. And the highs, we've got a little bit of resistance through here at 17 cents. So resistance at 17 cents, support's coming underneath it. You know what? I like it right here. You know what I did? I bought some. I bought some Anfield, guys. And looking at the weekly candlesticks, backing out a little bit for you guys. This downtrend, so downtrend, flat, and we still are trying to see a move upward. We've got some resistance at about 50 cents. We've got some more resistance through here. I would say kind of where it's at today, support resistance through here, because we got a couple of hits through here, another hit here, another hit through here. So right at about where we're at, we got to get through this sticky area. Then we've got this trend line coming up and another trend line above it, this channel that we're in. But it looks good. Looks good down here. Valor Metals looks okay. We're coming on up. Hopefully we're not just pinching up here, ready to break to one side or the other. But it looks okay. Peninsula's got that nice big buying pressure, small sell-off, big buying pressure, small sell-off. I'd like to see a break here to the upside. It's coming to a pennant formation. We got to get that break. It looks like it's already at the top side. It looks like we're going to go to it looks like we're going to move higher from this chart. Boss Energy, looking at this, got resistance through here at 24 cents. The lows are coming up into it. We just got to break this 24-cent area to the upside. Then I would be convinced that we're in a big old bull run. Lotus keeps moving on up. Bullish engulfing here. We're trying to move up. We've got a ton of volume coming in here. So there's got to be some sellers if we're not moving the price too much. But it looks pretty good. We're moving on up. Western Uranium and Vanadium Corp, we're coming into this, we'll call it a consolidation pinch point, pressure point, where it's going to break either down or up. I mean, most everything's been breaking to the upside, so I would suspect that it breaks to the upside eventually. But that's what we've got for uranium. It looks pretty good here. Let me go in here. Looks pretty good. Everything looks good to move on higher from what I can tell. If UUUU and UEC and some of these companies are our leaders and they're breaking to the upside, I would suspect that the rest of them would follow. So let's hope that the momentum can continue to the upside for all these companies. And it looks like URNM is breaking to the upside. Let's just hope that we can close strong. Let's keep the momentum going to the upside. We close this week out, close the weekly candlestick above that resistance line, and I think we got a good shot for higher prices. If we don't close above that weekly trend line, the weekly candlestick, and we come back down, we could see a reversal and a pullback. So we're right there at a decision point. Let me know what you guys think. Are we going up? Or are we going to pull back? Put it in the comment section what you think we're going to do. I'm kind of indifferent. If it goes back, we get cheaper shares to buy. If it goes on up, well, then my account goes up. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Give me a thumbs up for the content. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And thank you for listening. This is Finding Value.